You know you're having a good session when your bluffs actually get through. I decide to open it up in middle position with ace-5 suited. I think it's a nice hand. I like playing it. It's really fun. It folds over the late position and he re-raises me, and he makes it a little bit bigger than normal, so I perceive his range to be a little bit weaker. You would think players would want to put more money in with their stronger hands, but sometimes they just don't. We get a relatively dry flop. I expect him to stab a lot, and so I just check to him. I'm pretty much going to fold everything he bets. When he checks back the flop and bets the turn, I think he's full of it. I block 5-4, which is the nuts on his board, so I decide to raise, and he folds. Now I'm in a big blind with 9-deuce suited. I've been playing a lot more disciplined, so I feel like my raises and my 3 bets or 4 bets will get a lot more credit. So I decided it was time to take it to the streets. The only player I'm really concerned about is the original limper. He could be trapping with the top of his range, and I have been caught with my hand in a cookie jar plenty of times before. Terrible flop for my exact hand, but I think it was a good flop for my range and my image at the table because I was playing really disciplined and only showing down strong hands. So on the turn is either wake up with it or fold. Chalk another one up for the good guys. I'm under the gun with ace-jack suited, and the low jack makes a real tiny 3-bet. So if bet size actually equals hand strength, and at these stakes, I kind of had a good feeling of what was a weak hand and what was a strong hand, at least at this table. So I decided to put in a 4-bet. With both players being so shallow, I felt like if they had a strong hand like aces or kings, they would have just got it in pre-flop. Same thing on the flop. Just rip it like a Band-Aid. I don't see what's the reason of slow playing, so I stab, expecting them to jam pretty much everything. It was a really odd hand in my opinion. I don't know how I played it, but it was like I'm getting 8-1 on my money here, so like, what I'm gonna do? So I just throw it in, and I beat ace-queen offsuit with no heart. I really wasn't expecting that. I kind of was expecting to lose that hand the majority of the time, but I got another one. This hand was fun, some blind on blind, good old-fashioned street poker. Small blind limp calls, I make it 2.5x. He re-raises, which surprised me, but he kind of made it small, and if bet size equals hand strength, then he really doesn't have a whole lot. He leads out for almost half pot, and let's be honest, I'm from Memphis. I don't mind taking it to the streets, so I make the call. The turn is a beautiful ace of clubs. Now, I know I have nothing. Y'all know I have nothing. But him, either wake up with it or fold, sir. Only if all sessions went this good. This is the last hand, and once again, we are back in the streets. Early position min raises, and that's the first time he did that all session. So you know I had to pounce on that. No diddy. Both players wind up making the call. Well, if bet size equals hand strength, then I'm in a world of trouble. Well, my range is at least. I have all the overpairs and ace-king suited, and they have all the straights and sets. I normally play pretty quick, but I took my time with this flop decision. The reason why I bet so large on the flop is because I blocked the nut straight. So when he jammed, I really wasn't surprised. I thought he had either 4s, 5s, or 6s, and I thought I was getting a decent price to call with my straight blocker. But I was surprised when I saw that he had the straight, and I kind of cooled him on the river with spades. Hey, sometimes poker is easy.